going to show you some fun recipes in the kitchen. And so let's show you. I want to tell you, I'm super pumped. I hope you saw the pictures. These are gorgeous, okay? They're not pretty, they're drop dead gorgeous, all right? They are so beautiful. First of all, this pink one is precious. And so what a great color for October. And they go all the way down into this, it's like a cranberry purple. It's so pretty. I want to tell you also, this is my gotta have to die for bowl. I use this bowl in my kitchen. It's not this pretty color. I use it in my kitchen all the time. One time it ended up getting taken to the basement because if we have too much stuff up here, we try to take stuff down and put it on a shelf in the basement. I went down and found it and brought it back. I have to have this bowl set. It is the go-to bowl set. This is Grandma's bowl. You've seen it a million times. It came in school bus yellow. It came in a really ugly green. It came in white. And so it's the Grandma bowl, all right? It's called a fix and mix bowl, and people say, oh no, my grandma had one that was bigger than that. No, you were little. Okay, it's the exact same bowl because it's the exact same mold numbers, and Tupperware has the mold, and it's called the Fix and Mix bowl. Before the BAFTA bowl, this was the biggest bowl. All right, and so we are going to show you tonight some fun recipes, and I want to tell you, I love, love, love the products that we have out here. These are some of my faves. Jim.
What?
I told you to read up on the popcorn maker.
You did. When did you tell me to do that?
He doesn't listen good. All right. And so the new popcorn maker is awesome. Jim, do the kids like my caramel corn?
Yes, they love it.
Yes, it's awesome. And so it completely collapses. And so when you're using the popcorn maker, obviously you open it up. When you're not using it, you can collapse it down and store it away. And the nice thing is, even if it gets smashed, we had made popcorn already.
Oh, okay.
Even if it gets smashed or anything like that, he thought it was dirty. Now, with the first batch has been made, even if it gets smashed or anything like that in the back of the pantry, it's not going to matter. Now, there is a glass plate down here that you want to take out when you wash it, dry it off, put it back, and be careful with it because that could break, but that makes the popcorn pop. So you want to do that. All right, Jim, you're going to take this little guy, and by the way, the Modular May Oval 3s are on the flyer this month, and you get 2 seals. You get 2 of these seals, which are the pour seal, and you can easily pour from the container, and I could have done that right there. And you get 2 completely flat seals. This is the get me box. You got to have this. You Triscuits, wheat thins, marshmallows, popcorn, brown sugar, powdered sugar. This, I mean, the 3 is the most practical size in a pantry if you are doing Modular May Oval organization. And so we need one of those. The Smidgen is perfect to measure out the popcorn for the container. Completely full. Yeah.
Completely full.
Completely full. Not finger. You had a finger in there. That's 4 kernels that's missing.
Okay. Well, okay.
Completely full. All right, put it in there.
Oh, thank you.
And we're gonna put this in the microwave then, Jim. And you do put the lid on. Pour it in. You do put the lid on. Okay. When you know the pasta maker, you don't use the lid. So this is it. Put the lid on. Somebody said, "Do you use the lid? Just you put the lid in the microwave?" I go, yes. All right. All right. So in our microwave, we're gonna put for 3 minutes. All right.
3 minutes.
3 minutes in the microwave. Lid on.
It came off.
There you go. 3 minutes. Go ahead and program that. So the other thing we're going to do is we're going to use our stack cooker a little bit. Now, the stack cooker in my kitchen, yes, it's made to be a stack cooker. You can put in the bottom rice or stuffing mix, or you can put in the bottom, potatoes, hash browns. There's all kinds of recipes to go for the stack cooker. And the stack cooker literally is a stack cook. And so on the top, you can do pick a fruit crumble. You can do all kinds of fun desserts recipes. You can do, one of the things I like to do is just green beans or baked beans on top. And then in the center, your meatloaf. You can do your chicken cordon bleu in here. If you're going to do chicken cordon bleu, you might want to do it right inside of this container so all the extra broth from the chicken can go down inside of your stuffing mix. It's delicious. But if you're going to do meatloaves, you want to do little meatloaves or meatballs, you want to catch that grease because you don't want that grease down inside of your whatever you're doing on your 3rd level, which could be your stuffing or whatever. You know, isn't it funny when we want it, we call it broth, and when we don't want it, we call it fat. Ooh. Okay, it's so funny. It's fat. Oh, chicken fat, meat fat, beef fat. It's fat. All right. So we're going to take out the colander, the 3/4. We're going to take out the 1 3/4 colander, and we're going to use the 3/4. I use this all the time. This is a go-to bowl in my kitchen as a bowl. All right, and so right now, whether you're making candy, if you're making a cake and you want to use the cone in it, you can do it that way. This is a go-to all the time for everything. And don't forget, if you want to make chili or something like that in it, you can seal it up and put it in the refrigerator, which is very practical. All right, and you can also always know that this little guy is the top of the 3-quart stack, but it's also the cover, so it covers that one or this one, and it becomes a nice little cover for the microwave. And if you're microwaving and a recipe calls for wax paper on top of it, that means you turn it this way. That's wax paper, but you're not filling any garbage dump. And this is a cover, all right? And so when you're doing something in the microwave, sometimes it does that. All right, so for this little guy, we need 1 stick of butter, Jim, and it's down inside of there. So we're gonna put 1 stick of butter in here, and we're gonna
Just dumping this in.
yeah, dump that inside of there. And we're gonna do 1 cup of brown sugar. Now, the modular made spice containers are awesome, and we're gonna use that for our salt in a little bit. 1 cup of brown sugar. So this is a real simple recipe. 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar. Can't get any easier than that. 1 cup, the great big one. There you go.
I
All
gotta
right.
choose.
Yeah. Well, Jim, this is where you have to pack it in. When you do brown sugar, you always have to pack it. And
Can I use my fingers on this one?
yes, I don't care. I always sometimes I use a little cup and I just stuff it down inside of there, and then use the bottom of it just to kind of pack it a little bit. It doesn't have to be packed super hard. My goodness, no. But pack it enough to it holds a lot, you know. That's just the way they measure brown sugar. Packing brown sugar is, I've never seen a recipe that didn't say packed brown sugar, all right? And so there we have our 1 cup. Now, good job.
See
Yeah,
how I act like I didn't know what to do? So I didn't have to
that
do
is that is definitely
it.
his thing. All right, you want to put that in the microwave then for a minute, and we're going to pull out our popcorn and put that in the microwave 1 minute. All right, so we already made some popcorn, and I'm going to show that to you. What's really cool about this, using this popcorn popper to make this recipe, is we're going to use our grandma bowl, right? Our Fix and Nix bowl, the largest in our set. And you can see we've already done 1 pack. This recipe is so cool, and it really, what's nice about it is this little guy. If you use this to make this recipe, you can get rid of your seeds by shaking this on top of another bowl before you put it down inside of there. That way those seeds aren't in the bottom of your caramel corn, because nobody wants to break a tooth. Caramel corn's delicious, but we don't want broken teeth, right? I still think of it. I have some down inside of there, but there's other ways to get rid of them as well. So there you go. So stir that up a little bit with your spatula. Love our Tupperware spatulas. I have to be honest with you. I have a spatula fetish. Anybody else have way too many spatulas from Tupperware in your drawer because you love them so much? I hate it if I have to go dig for a spatula in order to stir something, because I don't want to go to my dishwasher and dig. All right. And so this caramel that we're making right now, we're going to put this, we're going to take this and now just stir it a little bit and put it right back in. You want to do it in 1 minute intervals. And so every time you take it out, stir, put it back in 1 minute longer. And actually, after you've done it for about 3 or 4 minutes, you might want to start doing 30 seconds. Because what you have to do right now is you have to get this to form that hard little ball. All right. And so put that back in for 1 minute. And I'm going to go ahead and get one of my glasses here. And now this is, this literally is something you want to use glass for, because when you're trying to get ice water, it needs to find your crystal ball in order to make your candy. It needs to be in a glass container. So go ahead, Jim, you can have a bite or two. So let me get this.
Had to feed the cameraman.
Jim, I think you mean camera person.
Are you being political?
Okay.
So this is what you want to do. You want to have ice cubes in your water so it's very, very cold. And so you can make sure that you don't overcook, because if you overcook, it's going to get super hard and be too crunchy for your teeth and hurt your teeth. All right, we got 3, 2, 1, and Done.
That's not done. It's got 1 second left.
Okay, and so,
Oh, gotta put another minute.
yep, good, take it back. One more minute, babe. All right, it'll get foamy and fuzzy and be real pretty.
Fuzzy?
Yeah, it looks a little fuzzy. All right, so our measuring cups and spoons are the only company that has 2/3 and 3/4. And so we have 6 spoons, measuring cups, 6 measuring spoons in our sets. And that is really one of the things that sets us apart from the others. They're also made, and so they're very easy to read. And they actually have the edged in, and so it's not going to rub off. So a lot of companies, you know, the cups and the measuring cups, even us, years ago, our ink would rub off of our spoons and cups, and you had to kind of guess. You don't have to guess anymore. It's embraced inside of there. Then the beautiful little spice shakers that I love so much in my kitchen. I have the small and the large. The large spice shakers are perfect for holding your salt. But when you're making popcorn, there's all kinds of seasoning mixes that you could do on popcorn. My grandkids love to put M&Ms in their popcorn. I like butter and salt. I'm traditional. But Cajun spices, garlic spices, there's all kinds of fun ways to make your caramel corn, your popcorn different. All right. Pull that out, and let's go ahead and test it this time.
Hey, it's looking fuzzy.
Yeah, there, I told him fuzzy, and he didn't believe me. All right, so see how it's fuzzy? That's fuzzy.
Sound right.
Fuzzy. All right. Foamy. Foamy and
Foamy's
fuzzy.
better. Fuzzy,
Foamy.
you would probably throw out. Fuzzy in the refrigerator, you definitely throw that out.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna get a spoon because it's easier to pull out a little bit in a spoon. And so then we put it in there, and sure enough, it is gonna be good, and yeah, it's forming a ball. That's formed, there you go, see? See how that's formed a ball? If you don't do it long enough, your caramel corn is gonna have sugar grinds in it. And if you do it too long, it's gonna break your teeth. So you gotta get the right place. All right, so now we're gonna add 10 marshmallows, Jim. Bring those marshmallows over here and count those up. And we're gonna throw 10 marshmallows in there. No.
You tell me where to throw
Oh my God.
them. 8,
Loretta's
10,
loose.
That's 10. That's 10.
11.
Is it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Okay.
You just say where to throw them.
Oh, Jim, so classic.
Loretta and Ellen both need to take a breath.
Okay. All right. Oh God. Now I'll tell you, one reason why you have to sell this bowl for this recipe is because you need the bowl 2/3 of the way full. So if you don't have this bowl, you won't know what 2/3 of the way full of the popcorn, the Fix and Mix bowl is. And so this is 2/3 of the way full, perfect. And so we're ready to put our caramel in there in just a second, and it will be yum, yum, yum. Okay. So now you're gonna see what happens to our marshmallows. See, they get all big and puffy, and we're stirring them in. Here we go. And see how great this bowl is? If you'd use other bowls, it would be so messy because caramel would stick to the bowl, and this Tupperware stack cooker, the material that it is just perfect for making this. All right, now you want to put it back in the microwave for another 30 seconds, and then you're done, and you pour it on top of the popcorn. All right? Is this easy caramel corn or what? You know where to throw your marshmallows.
I must have missed that.
I
when you
want to
told me
tell you
to study up on this stuff.
I want to tell you a little tip. I like sweet and salty. So if you like sweet and salty, you can go ahead and salt this popcorn a little bit. Just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. And that will make a sweet and salty caramel corn. And the other thing is once you pour this on there, this is another 30 seconds. Once you pour it on there, if you want to, you can take your silicone mat and put it out on your silicone mat. And so it's not stuck together. Or you can make caramel balls, caramel popcorn balls. Look how foamy and fun. And so we have to immediately pour that on and go all the way around. You don't want to wait because as it cools down, it'll get a little firmer on you. And super easy to clean this up too. It just is not a messy mess like you would think it would be with caramel corn. Ooh, look at that. my grandkids saw this right now, they'd be like drooling. They'd be, Anna. Oh, they call me Anna. That's my name, so that's why I say Anna. And so, yeah, this is perfect. Oh my gosh, don't you want to be here? Look at that. And simple, easy, and fun. The kids will love it. It's great at Halloween. Now, I will tell you, this is also really cute to take and put out on their silicone mat and lay it kind of flat and kind of spread it out. And then take, at this point right now, you could take orange and black sprinkles or any kind of monster little sprinkles that you can buy at TJ Maxx right now for such cute prices. You could put that, sprinkle that on here. It looks adorable. And you could also lay it on a mat and let it cool a little bit and drizzle hard chocolate, melted chocolate over it, chocolate bar, white and or chocolate, or for, you know, the holiday season, like right now, you could do orange and black colored chocolate, which would be white chocolate originally. And it is so yummy. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Jenny, chill. And now back to Ellen. Thank you.